We are up at the junior senior high school this week, and we're in the auditorium, and we're here for our TED Talks, which are our final presentations for public speaking. So Mr. Porter's here. He's going to tell us all about it. We've just sat through a couple of those, and you'll see some B-roll of some of the TED Talks. They've been great so far. So how about, Mr. Porter, tell us about the project, tell us about the class in general, and about this part of it.
Okay. Well, public speaking is a class, obviously, where students get a chance and an opportunity to speak in the public realm. And we start with very short speeches, and we build to what we have here, which is approximately a 10-minute presentation here in the auditorium. And it's one of the most satisfying courses that I teach, because you get to see in real time over the semester, the course of a semester, students really improve at their ability to speak in public. Another thing that's really kind of encouraging is how great the students feel when they realize that they've accomplished something that not a lot of people can do, which is to speak for an extended period of time in a public place like this. I'd like to liken it as like I approach this like a coach would approach it. You know, we start with a couple scrimmages here and there, the speeches that we do in the classroom. And then I'm providing feedback throughout the semester about how students can improve their game a little bit, if you know what I mean. And then when we get here, this is the game. This is the championship, if you will. So it's my favorite time of year. It's probably pretty stressful for them, but also very rewarding.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So this is a big stage. I mean,
it's a big
to
stage.
Your point, big stage, big place to present. I mean, you'll see the whole auditorium in the videos.
Absolutely.
What are some things? So for our students, so this is a 1 semester course.
Yes.
Would you recommend it for all students?
I absolutely recommend it. Actually, you might know, because you and I have same trajectory. We're about the same age. I've been here quite a while, and but it's one of the classes that I receive most feedback about from students who've gone on to other paths in life. When they see me, they're like, "Oh, that public speaking course was very valuable to me." So that's gratifying too. But you know, it's one of those skills, lifelong skill, that you really need to kind of have, which is be able to, you know, state your ideas in the public realm, you know, in a serious way. And so that's one of the things that I really do enjoy about this course, and what it offers our students is an ability to practice becoming really good communicators, you know.
Yeah.
So
What I've loved to see so far, so like, and you know, I was a presentation person
yes,
too, right?
absolutely.
I loved students giving presentations, and transitioning from 100 words on a slide to just some slides that have visuals or graphs or charts, and just, you know, a meaningful quote, and really let the words and the visuals sort of sync together and become a powerful moment of convincing somebody.
We talk about not having those visuals overwhelm
Yep.
what you're saying, because what's being spoken is the most important part. It should be in support of what you're saying, but not the whole message. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Have you felt some stars come through this one, this time?
Yeah, we've had some really good presentations, and I'm looking forward to, we have tomorrow too. We have a couple more today and then some tomorrow. And in all kinds of ways, all of them have done a really great job, and they should be very proud of themselves. And they are. And tomorrow, once we're done, we're going to have a pizza party and celebrate, and it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is such an awesome experience for kids, so super appreciative.
Yeah, I appreciate that the school district gives us the opportunity to do this and sets aside this beautiful room that we can do it in. So,
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, and we'll hopefully talk to a couple of the students who presented as well.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
Hello, I'm Kane Kartner. I just did a speech on authenticity and why you should never sacrifice your authentic personality. I do modern band, so I've been on stage plenty of times before, so it was not very nerve-wracking for me. The biggest point of like nervousness for me was just I kept having to remind myself to look up at the audience, because you want to kind of look like you mentally want to stare down at your paper and your speech, but you need to remember that like you're actually talking to your audience. You're trying to connect with your audience. You're not talking to the paper. So you want to look up and, you know, have a conversation with your audience to a degree. After my speech, I think at first I was just kind of, oh, good, it's over. And now it's been maybe about an hour, and I think it's just kind of a lot of, like, a sense of accomplishment. A lot of people are coming up to me and telling me that my speech was phenomenal, that they really enjoyed it. And, having that experience really feels amazing. It almost feels like I'm a miniature celebrity. But it just feels like all my hard work towards this class and towards the speech really went into something.
I'm Madison Skinner, and today I talked about deja vu and coincidences.
I'm Francesca Smith, and today I talked about Sonder.
So public speaking from the beginning, I remember before school even started, I was so nervous about this class, and I was dreading it. Not gonna lie, I did not choose to take this class. I needed it to get my associate, so I was taking it against my will. But I remember my first speech, I was so nervous. I sped right through it. I was shaking. It was not great. But my last speech that I just gave, my TED Talk for my final, was so much better. And after taking this class, it really is such a great thing that I took it, because now I'm prepared for public speaking, and it's definitely a good life skill to have.
Yeah, I feel similarly. I also wasn't planning on taking it because it's a little scary, a little nerve-wracking, but it definitely got better throughout the semester.
Yeah.
My first speech, we were doing a demonstrative speech, and I think I spent half the time mixing what I was making rather than talking, which is a little scary, but
Definitely. And I think now that every other presentation that we give in class isn't as nerve-wracking anymore, so it's definitely helpful.
yeah. Okay.
I love Mr. Porter as a teacher. He really is a great teacher. He's very supportive through all the speeches that we do. He understands how nerve-wracking and scary it could be, but he also gives you that extra push, and he's always there with you. So it's definitely good having a supportive teacher, because if we didn't, it'd probably be a lot worse.
I like that he gives feedback.
He does. He does very, very good feedback, for sure.